Hello, everyone. This is Freedom Budgets, and I'm back after a long time. Why don't we get to it and do a savings challenge? Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to sit down. So many things have happened since the last time I was on here. We have a new setup. I have a new mic that I'm learning how to use. And let's start off by just counting some money. So, in pure honesty, I actually started off this video with my mic not on. So we're going to start again. I'm just going to recount the money so that you all know how much we have. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then put that like this and there. And so we have 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. This is a combo of some money that I took out of the ATM specifically for cash stuffing to set aside, and then some leftovers from my wallet. Yeah, so I'm really happy, really blessed to have this money set aside already for us. So let's get started. Since the last time that I posted, it must have been like over a year and a half ago. We have some cool savings challenges that we did not have last time. Thankfully, in the year and a half, I was able to complete whatever savings challenges were in that video. I was so excited when I got these new ones that I actually started already. I was like, I gotta make a video so y'all can join me in all of the fun. This one is so cute. I got it off of Amazon. The other one that I have off of Amazon too. I really want to get into not only these, which have been really cool, but also maybe like check out what they have on Etsy, or there have been some other free options that I've been seeing around too. But anyway, let's get started. We have our book, and let's start with Sunshine and Smiles. So once we're done with the savings challenge, we'll have $25. Let's start off with this one because there's this cluster of three, and I just got to finish it. So since the last time we spoke, so many life changes have happened. I started my new job. We paid off a lot of debt. Our car had broke down, so we had to get a new car. So we were saving up for the down payment for that too. The car that we got is a little bit bigger than probably what we need right in this moment, but we're the type where we like to really keep the car until we run it into the ground and it stops working. As a family, we decided to get a Subaru, which is a great car if that's your plan. And I just love our car so much. The reason why we got one that's a little bit bigger than what we need is because, eventually it's not just going to be Mr. and Mrs. Freedom Budgets. We're going to have some little freedom babies too. So we wanted to make sure that we had room now, and we could just pay it off now instead of paying off this car, having a decrease in value. And then once we have strollers and a car seat to fit into our car, suddenly we have to get a new car. It just made more sense for us. That was 2, which is easy. Okay, so we're going to see if we can do a savings challenge in a way where it will match up since we only have 20s and 10s. Like I said, the money I have a combo of what I could get from the ATM, which does not give out 1s and 5s, and what was left over in my wallet. I was very blessed in that I actually didn't have to break any of the change that I had in my wallet for leftovers, so it was really money that was untouched. We have 2. Let's see what we can do. 2 and then 2, nice and even. These little watermelon are so cute. Let's see what else has happened. Oh, we're going to move. So we've been in the same place for about 5 years now. And we decided to move a little bit closer to my new job, which is really exciting for me. 2, 4. Okay, and then one nice 5. So it's nicer for me. We have the one car. Mr. Freedom Budgets, he doesn't really have to drive into work very often, just 1 or 2 times a week, versus me who has to drive in almost every day of the week. And even on days when I don't usually have to drive in, sometimes I have to go to other sites. So it just made more sense for us if we moved a little bit farther from his job. That way, even if he needs to use the car, if I want to take the bus, or honestly, this place is so close, I could probably even take a scooter. We have those around here, scooters and bikes and electronic bikes, all kinds of things. I can do it and still be at work in like a very reasonable amount of time. 4. Okay, so 2, yeah, these were done. 2, 4, 5, 9. Okay. Why don't we stop there and we're just going to round up? So that is $1 or $1. That's $10. Okay. And then I've already started some other ones. Ooh, this one was a roll the dice, which I really liked. So let's see if we can do that again. You all know I love my colored pens, not colored pens, my colored pencils. So let's see if we can grab those. I don't have them out right now, but I set them aside somewhere pretty close. Perfect. And is this the color? Oh, you know what? I think that we had to use a deeper red to match, to have it show up. Yep. This is it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, I think this is it. I should have made like a note of what color I used, but this is Orange Rouge. It was either Orange Rouge or this one, which is Mauve. Oh yeah, I can't even tell the difference. So I think it was Mauve that I was using. I originally went with pink and we couldn't see it at all. So roll the dice, save shown amount, color corresponding number. After completing all of a certain number, if the number reappears, choose to roll again or skip saving this time. So I think I'm going to do is we're going to roll again. Because who wants to save less money, 5. Okay, do we have a 5? We do. So yeah, we've just been having a really exciting time. Oh no, this isn't showing up. Maybe it was a deeper purple is the issue. I like this one. From Raspberry, okay. Crayola always throws me off when they put these other names. From Frambuesa, Framboise, I don't know. So yeah, we have 5 here. So I think what I'm going to do, since, we don't have 1s or 5s, we'll play until we can kind of get close to the number, at least as close as we think we'll get, without going over, and we'll always just round up. Oops. Okay. So, what is this? 6, right? 6, because we have yeah, this has to be 6. Do we have a 6? Yes, we do. We have a bunch of 6s. So, here. Perfect. And then so that's 11. I think that we can keep going. 2. Yep, easy. Easy peasy. 2. We have 2s. Let's just stay in this line. Maybe we can finish out the whole row. Wouldn't that be crazy? We could totally calculate the odds of that. But then that would kind of also ruin the fun sometimes. Math is powerful and knowledge is powerful, but sometimes you just want to have some fun. So, 4. Oh, wait. Okay. Whoa. Okay. If we can get a 1, that would be so crazy. I don't even care what it adds up to. Like, if we could just finish the row, that would be insane. Like, what would be the odds? Last time I was. Oh, wait, no. Last time I went in a row too. And then I stopped. Okay. So, 1. Can we get a 1? Can we get a 1? Oh, we got a 1. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My little pup is looking up and getting up. She can tell something exciting is going on, but that is crazy. Literally, like, what are the odds? So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 9. Okay, 9, 9, 18. So, ooh. No, we shouldn't. Let's just round up. Let's just round up. So, I'm so excited. Let's just put down the 20 and keep it moving. I think I did like a word search. Where was the word search? Okay, so I started here because it's July and we're having a good time. 4th of July, perfect. So I picked this nail color both because of the 4th of July, but then also because this nail polish is a very special nail polish. It's a part of a birthstone collection. So every nail polish is supposed to match a gemstone. And July's birthstone is ruby. So this is inspired by ruby nails. I don't know if y'all can see it. I like always forget exactly where the center is. I've probably been off center this whole time. Actually, let's bring this here. That'll probably be better. And then, okay, so I know I was using purples last time. Okay, so let's, oh wait, no, this doesn't roll the dice. We'll put that away. And instead we have to see if we can find the word. So what can we see? What do we see? What do we see today? Lemonade. Ooh, let's pick a better color for lemonade. You have the lemons, and we'll call it a strawberry lemonade. So we'll color in the F. So I don't know how to color pretty. I feel like some people are really good at it, especially if they're like actual artists. I am a stick figure artist. And by that I mean when I was a kid, I would draw stick figures. And like those little S's. So, not an artist. I really have not progressed past big circle head stick figure. I might switch to markers in the future. I've been thinking about it. But for right now, I just really find colored pencils to be so soothing. I have this Crayola set, and then I also have another set that I bought like a couple years ago. We'll see if we need to pull that out. I feel super self-conscious that I'm not filling out. No, not filling out. No, that my mic's not on. So I'm gonna pause here. Oh wait, okay, wait. Okay. Lemonade, $7. So let's see, do we want to try to find another one? Maybe if we can find sunglasses. Sunglasses. If we can find sunglasses, then I'll do it. Other than that, it's a little too rich for me right now. Sunglasses. I found sunglasses. Cool. Okay, so sunglasses are a cool thing. I'm so excited that I'm just like all over the place. Ooh, like a nice mauve. Not mauve, but maroon. We love maroon. So we're going to color sunglasses maroon. But first I'm going to check my mic. Yes, okay, we are recording. I have a surprising amount of energy right now, and I was wondering why. One, I think it's because I'm excited to be with you guys again. But then also, I had a chai latte. Do you want to see? I made it myself at home. It's delicious. It's kind of like iced, but the reason why it's not iced is because there's no ice. I just keep everything in the fridge, which honestly is my favorite kind of iced. I just want it cold. I don't want any ice cubes slowly diluting everything. When I get it at restaurants, of course, I'll put the ice in. And it has been so hot where I am. Oh my goodness. And then, so we pay to live in a place. So we rent and we're supposed to have central air. We have not had central air for the last 3 weeks. It's been utterly insane. Perfect. So sunglasses. So that's lemonade 7, sunglasses 1. And we will round that up to 10. This is a lot of fun. Okay. I mean, should I just no, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. It gives me one thing to do next time, and that's gonna be really fun. So, which other one should we do here? This one was so cute. I knew there was another one for summer that I did. It was so adorable. And then I'm just gonna check to make sure we locked our doors. There's like this weird clicking noise outside. Okay, guys, I forgot to mention something really cool, very important. So, I am so happy to be joining you all again and joining this amazing community, and I can't wait to hear from you all. But I made a decision. I want to do a savings challenge giveaway. So, I don't get a lot of views on my videos, at least I haven't in the past. It's probably going to be even fewer today, which means there's not going to be a lot of people who are actually watching the video, which means you don't have a lot of competition. We love low competition. And so all you have to do is like this video, and then in the comment section, I want you to write, oh, what would be a good thing? I should have thought this through. Darn it. Because how will I know who's entering the competition? So why don't you write what your birthstone is? That would be fun. Because it's July, and July's birthstone is ruby, and I love this nail polish. Why don't you write what your birthstone is? And then anyone who writes a gemstone in the comments section, you'll be entered into the competition, okay? I'll send you a direct message if you've been chosen, and we can get the contact information together. The savings challenge will be from Etsy because I actually want to support more Etsy creators. I was really excited to get started, so I just went to Amazon. I wanted it now. But moving forward, I really want to support more and more of the amazing women who are at home and making these savings challenges. So you'll get a free savings challenge. And if my next video will kind of talk about it again. And then at the end of the month, we'll go through and you'll learn which savings challenge you're going to get for free, which is really cool. So again, we'll have all month of July in order for you all to sign up. You can sign up multiple times. So there's this video, And then there's definitely going to be at least one more video. I'm going to try to make videos more often, but I can't make any promises because my job keeps me pretty busy. A lot of times these are just like stolen moments for me to make these challenges and complete them. But there will be multiple videos, so you can get multiple chances too to increase your likelihood. So definitely subscribe so you can see other videos. So I'm so excited. I'm really excited to be able to do something really cool for someone and just be like a blessing in someone's life. So back to this savings challenge. Why don't we do, so we have the mermaid, which was super cool. Gifts for mom, which I'm going to come back to because my mom's birthday is a few months away, but not for today. That will be her extra special one. And then this is fall, so why don't we color something? Yeah, we're gonna do blues. This one's $6. I had a really good time for the 4th of July. Um, there have been so many things happening around the city. I don't like the huge crowds that start to form when you have really big events, but even avoiding some of the crazy ones that have been happening, it's just been so joyful around the city. I was literally able to watch the 4th of July from my couch. Everyone's just been lighting fireworks. We probably should have went out to the balcony, but with the heat that's been in our apartment, we've kind of been over it being outside more than we absolutely have to. The craziest thing happened though. So our dog has something called a thunder blanket. It's this wrap that you can put on your dog. It looks kind of like a very cute, very sleek, like outfit, like the kind that service dogs wear. Only it also wraps around the neck. And so we took our dog on a few trips recently, and that's when we introduced the Thunder Blanket Tour. And for these trips, we were in a plane, and so we actually gave her some medicine to help her be more comfortable and just kind of sleep through the plane ride, since she wouldn't have much space to move around in. And I just really didn't want her to get too nervous. She's really good in her travel carrier, but I think that sitting in a small carrier while being awake for 4 hours without needing to be cuddled by your owner, that's kind of a big ask for a dog. And so we gave her some medicine to help her sleep. I think that she thinks the thing that makes her sleepy is the thunder blanket because on the 4th of July, we put the thunder blanket on her because that's one of the main things that it was created for, is to help dogs when they're nervous, like during fireworks or thunderstorms. And this dog immediately acted like she was on drugs. She was like moving around slowly. Our dog is young. She has a ton of energy. She's usually like a chill personality, but she moves quickly. And so she's like barely lifting her head up with this thunder blanket on. It was on very loosely, so it's not that she couldn't move. She just thought that she was drugged. And then I fell asleep watching the fireworks on the couch. My husband ended up going to bed and he fell asleep. And then this dog, I wake up at 2 a.m. and I take the thunder blanket off of her. She's comfortably sleeping on the floor. And as soon as this thing comes off, it's like she's on 10 with her energy level again. She's jumping around. She's running quickly into the bedroom, like, hey, mom, let's go to bed. Um, so, yeah, this dog thinks that the thunder blanket drugs her. It was like one of those scenes from a TV show when They give teenagers fake beer or fake alcohol, but they don't know the difference and they've never been drunk. And then they act like they're drunk. That was literally my dog. So that is actually really cool though, because she rarely is anxious. So the few times that she is anxious is really nice to have that kind of in our back pocket, that, you know, the thunder blanket will have an even bigger effect, and we'll see if it wears off over time, or at least until her memory of the trip kind of starts to fade. I think it should still work even more than it normally would. That's so pretty. Oh, wait. Gotta do the back ones. Ooh, wait. Can we get fancy? Like, do the back colors a slightly different green. I was gonna go darker, but I found lighter first. So let's go lighter. Let's see. Can you notice a difference? Look at that. There we go. And so that's $7. Excuse me. I have allergies. Boy, oh boy, do I have allergies. We're just gonna draw this whole thing in and then we'll count it up later. Coloring's just so much fun sometimes. One of my friends came into town from out of town. She used to live here, and so she got a little homesick because she recently moved, and so she came in, and it was really nice to see her. 7, 10, 13, 15, 17. Ooh, 17, 18. So we can afford to do this jellyfish. Ooh, but what color? I like a So a jellyfish should be pink, but let's make it a raspberry pink. Yeah, I like that. Okay, very cool. So we said 17, 18, and we'll stop there. And our little summer palette, 18. Okay, so then we'll do 10, 20. I think that that's it for right now. We may come back. You know what? It is the 4th of July. We should do a 4th of July one. Otherwise, why is it here? And then look at this. Financial freedom is freedom from fear. Honestly, I love this quote. It really feeds into the reason why I named this YouTube channel, Freedom Budgets, because when you're financially together, there's a sense of freedom that comes with that. And I really just want to help other people to feel that freedom and to get more of that freedom for myself. I'm in this amazing position compared to where I used to be, where people may have like assumed I would be based off of, my family situation. But by doing things like cash budgeting, we can have even more freedom, because there are people who make a lot of money and yet they still are not free. They live paycheck to paycheck. That is so satisfying. Okay, 3. I feel this one. 6. Like, even to have the money set aside to not have to immediately spend it, like, that is such a blessing. Just to be able to participate in savings challenges. It means that you already have so many blessings in your life. 10, oh my goodness, 9. I think that we're gonna have to stop there because that's a little too expensive for me. I think we're gonna go over it if we do one more, right? Because this is 20. I mean, it's 20, but it is the 4th of July. So why don't we just keep going? 8. So 19, 10, 6, 3, 19, 8, 27. Love that. Divisible by 9. We love a number that's divisible by 9. Okay, so 27. I kind of want to do one more. I know it's going to make me go over, but I kind of want to do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 27. If it was a 3, we would be fine, but it's a 5. So now we're at 32. And let's clean up. I kind of think that we should just stop playing with it and just keep going, right? Because it's 32. Stop. If I went with this one first, I could have felt a little better about stopping. So we're at 34. What's this? 44. Now, if this is a 6, then we can all count. Yes, 6. We're just going to put 50 in. The holiday has passed, and we have finished the 4th of July Savings Challenge during this holiday weekend. This is so satisfying, by the way. So satisfying. So, 40 and 50. So we got to stop there because I did want to do some other savings challenges. I'm kind of considering this book like its own category of savings challenges. So it has its own little category in my binder. Put that away. I don't know if y'all remember this. I hadn't used my savings challenge binder in a minute. And when I saw this, I was actually so proud of my past self and so excited for my future. Our little Beyonce Powerpuff Girl, little girl boss. So, just as a review, this is where we've been putting our savings challenge money. I may decide to separate out the Fox book from the other savings challenges, or I may just kind of dump them into my savings account periodically and not differentiate between the two. I still haven't decided on what I want to do yet with this new setup that I have. You know, if you all have a preference that for your own savings challenges, let me know about them down at the in the comment section. So how much did we save using our little fox Sammy? Sammy the saving fox. You have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. So we'll put that in here. And actually, we're going to switch it around just to help me when I go back to kind of fill out a little ledger so we know how much we're saving over time. This is my little emergency pocket. So all this money for the emergency account lives in the bank. And then this one with our big savings placeholders. This one is our retirement account, and obviously for our 401k, that all lives in the bank, and we get additional money from incurring interest. Actually, the stock's increasing in price, which actually isn't interest. Next, we're going to do our Easy Kawaii Savings Challenge book. This one is just so cute. One of the things that I like about it is it has both like the coloring stuff, but then they also do these other little savings challenges, like bring your own lunch savings challenges, no spending savings challenges. So far, I'm just doing the coloring ones. And, as I mentioned before, I started this a little while ago because I was so excited. I could not wait. And now you guys get to join me. Let's see if we can finish this one. We're really close. Actually, I think we should be able to finish it. What colors do I want to use? I think that the first time I filled this out, I was like, oh, the ones that I just used are all right at the top. I'll remember. And then, of course, that is no longer true. So we have 2. Let's fill this one out. 2, 4, 6. Let's pick another color other than pink. No, not that one. There it is. Oh no, this one's even better. Okay. So 6, 8, 10, 'I don't want to finish it. It's so on brand. I'm drinking Thai tea. Let's finish our tea challenge. I saw a very cute green in here. Let's do that one. I think this is the same green I used last time too. Oh no, this one's more of like a lime green. I like that. I'll do the green here. We're at 14. Now let's do some purple. Let's get some purple going. 16, 18, 20. Love it. You gotta love it. Ooh, this is exciting. I'm just excited, so I just want to finish it. I'm like, finish date. Today is 7/6/25. It just feels so good to finish things. I think that's one of the cool parts about these savings challenges when you do these small sum saving challenges. Not to say $40 is insignificant, because for a lot of people, that is the difference between, making it to the end of the week and not making it to the end of the week. By having the small sum, it just means that if you have extra money, you can get those little wins along the way, and they just feel so good to me, to not just be able to fill out, each little step in the smaller sum, but also to completely finish a savings challenge. And next, oh yeah, I like this one. So this one I really wanted to be like a pink, like a pink and blue, and then I hadn't figured out if I wanted this one to be purple or green. Um, I was thinking like kind of like that, like a cutesy little color combo. I'm gonna do one, and I picked the right color. Yes, one, two. How have you all been for this holiday weekend? I hope that everyone's been safe, enjoying themselves, and feeling loved by those around them. I remember with traveling for school, you know, even though this is not considered the biggest family-centered holiday, you really feel the distance between you and your loved ones when, you're like a student living in housing where there's nowhere to barbecue, and like your friends who have family in the area or who travel can have those like things that were part of at least my core memories of barbecuing for these kinds of holidays. You don't have to barbecue. We didn't barbecue this year, and that was fine. We just didn't want to. But for some people, it can make them feel lonely, even if it's just a brief emotion. And so that's valid if you're feeling that way. But I hope that none of you all are feeling that, and instead you're just enjoying your family time, enjoying your peace and quiet. And when I say family time, I also mean your found family. Family includes people who show up. Sometimes those people are blood relations, sometimes they're not. Oh wait, okay. How much did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, okay. So it's 6, which means that it's going to be hard to do a round number. If 6, we have 9. Let's stop there. We're going to do 9. This is yellow green. What else do we have here? I bounced around a little bit, but I did want to keep track. So I did try to keep track somewhere. I think it's in the back of the book. I bought this thing because it was so cute, but actually it has a really good tracker system. So after completing this challenge, proceed to page 60. And then when we finish, after completing this challenge, proceed to page 58. So for our T-licious savings challenge, our goal was 40, and that was on page 7. $40 on page 7. I don't know why I'm picking dark blue. I'm just going to pick dark blue. So this is cool because now I feel obligated to start the challenge on page 6. Because like how can you fill out the bottom and not, or how can you fill out the middle one and not fill out the bottom? Where is this deep navy blue Kool-Aid gonna sit if there's no bottom? Okay. So I guess you would say since we started our last challenge on page 7 on 6/26, that's going to be our start date here too. I'm really enjoying this challenge because, when you buy these things online, especially on places like Amazon, you have no clue what it's going to actually look like. Ooh, what if we make these like boba? Yeah, like boba. Even though they're ice cubes, I want them to be like square boba. So, can we do maroon? Yeah, let's do maroon. So one, almost like lychee, only lychee is more like light colored. We're gonna do ours darker. What if we did rainbow lychee? That would be cool too. So we're gonna do a base layer of this darker kind of like fruit type of jelly boba. Then we're gonna do the lighter. If we can get lighter. I wanna say that like the gold. Right? Harvest gold, yeah. This is gonna be kind of a lychee color. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So we have the 2 layers, but then let's kind of like alternate a little bit. So then do this. Oops. So how many did we do? 8, 9. We'll just do 10. Okay, so we'll stop there. Today is the 6th of July. There we go. The quarter saving challenge. Okay, so actually, I have a super surprise for next video. It's over here in the corner. You all can't see it because it's a surprise, but it is kind of related to this. We'll see, we'll see. And sip and save. Yeah, let's do some sip and save. We're gonna do like different types of coffee and tea and espresso. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. For my latte lovers, we're going to start off with a nice pale. Same color we used for the lychee, but here it has a whole different vibe. I could be a real troll and do a white. Get one of the white ones out for the people who like milk. I'm just being silly. I was like a big, no, I'm not. I'm going to do it. I was, can you even tell that I covered it in? Why am I such a troll all the time? It looks a little milky. So I was a snob for a long time when it came to coffee. In college, I used to put enough milk in my coffee to actually be around this color. And then, I started going to places. It was actually the church I was going to. They didn't have real milk. They had like the little creamer packs. And then like the ones that you don't have to put in the fridge. And then one of the ladies in the line for the getting the coffee at the church was telling me that that stuff was really bad for you. And I had a caffeine addiction in college. It was like the only way I was doing all the work that I was doing was by being powered by coffee. Um, and so I did not like the fact that I needed to use those like little creamers if there wasn't milk in order for it to be palatable. So when she told me that, I can be kind of an all or nothing person. And so my response was to go cold turkey and only drink coffee that was black with just a little bit of sugar. I'm not a big fan of fake sugar, so I would use like true sugar packets. That's cute. That's really cute. What we should do is we're gonna keep the troll color of milk and then we're gonna move that up one. Wait, how many did we do? Okay, we did 10. Do we wanna do 20? We have more than 20. So future freedom budgets can know what's going on. We're gonna do this and see if we can keep it up for the whole page. So yeah, so I got used to drinking coffee black with a little sugar. It was like my preferred way of drinking it. If I wanted to be a little fancy, what I would do is I would just add like a splash of vanilla flavoring. And I loved my coffee that way. And that was the only way that I could drink it. Now I've actually been liking oat milk. So I got to the point where I didn't even want milk in my coffee. Milk has like this body to it that I was not a huge fan of. Here, I think this was this color, right? Oh, shoot. Not quite. Close enough. No, this is it. Um, but I recently tried oat milk because I had like an oat milk latte for the first time in my life 2 or 3 months ago, and it completely changed my brain's chemistry. Now I crave oat milk lattes. When I first had one, it was still cooler in the area that I live in, so I had it black. Not black, I'm sorry, I had it hot. It is way too hot to be drinking hot coffee or hot Thai tea. So I have been making it cold. It's been just as good. Save so much money because chai latte with oat milk at any restaurant is like gonna set you back almost $10. So it is cool to be able to indulge in this new thing that I like, but still not break the bank too badly. And when I was drinking them hot and making them at home, actually what I was doing is I was taking some black tea and steeping it into the Thai tea concentrate. Just to, give it a little bit of that fresh tea boost, but then also to make it a little stronger so we could stretch it a little more. Um, that's fun. Okay, we're gonna stop there. And to decrease the sweetness at the same time too, so it can still be strong. Because I probably like mine with a little bit more chai flavor. Just because, again, I've been a black coffee drinker. I need strong flavor. 1, 2, 60. Nice. I have 10 left. Ooh. 10 left. 10 left. I shouldn't have taken this money away so quickly. Oh wait, I do know how many I did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. We can add a little more. I'm gonna do not lime green, but yellow green. So we did 9. Let's do 12. $15. 18. And then we'll stop there. So we just need the 10, and then it got a freebie too. Again, always better to round up. So when I did this by myself without you all being here, I was short $1. I was playing fast and loose, risked too much, and I went $1 over, and I hate an IOU. So I literally ran around my apartment looking for either $1 or 4 quarters. So I found 4 quarters, and then my husband a few days later randomly found $1 while cleaning. So I made him give me the $1 so I could trade out the quarters. So we have, with our Kawaii, Easy Kawaii Savings Challenge book, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70. So we're so close. We're going to finish this one very soon. I'm so close to it that I kind of just want to like not spend money so I can have more money to finish the challenge. Let's just not spend money. Easiest way to get a lot of money is just don't spend your money. So we're going to replace this again. So thank you so much for staying here with me, guys. I have some documentation to do in order to keep track of how much money I put into each challenge. I want to be better about that this time around. I will see you all very soon. We're going to do more savings challenges. And don't forget about our very awesome giveaway. So this will not be the last giveaway that we do, but it definitely is the first, and I'm super excited. Don't forget to comment with your favorite birthstone. Good luck, everyone. Bye-bye.